welcome to Chill Time. Chill Time with Cherry. I want to know what you're thinking. Chill Time with Cherry. I want to know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind. All right, well, maybe the decks can guide you. We got the dark things going. So before we begin, I just want to say my Cash App is $CherryEnchantress. Just all one word. Okay, I'm going to put that better. Cash App is $CherryEnchantress. Okay, and tonight is Friday the 13th, the only one we're going to have for the rest of the year. That's what I heard. Superchat. This is also an anniversary for me, in a way. So I'm going to tell y'all a story, if you don't mind. A little story. Thank you. I want to tell you this story to help any of you who are in a situation that I might be in. Well, I was married once, and this is I realized too, actually thinking about it, it's been 13 years since I left my ex, I was in a domestic violence situation with him. And so I don't know if I want to get into the whole detail of the story, but it, it was 2008, and there was a lot of stress that year, and the stress just kept building and building and building. And I amidst the stress, I was trying so hard to be wife and mother and all these things. We had a house. We were still buying stuff for the house. We were still going on vacations, and I was starting to feel like I was not even being myself anymore, because when we when there was off, when there was, I just felt terrorized. It was a year where I just felt the terror grow more and more and stronger every day. I didn't want to come home. I was afraid to come home. I would hide out in my car a lot. I feel bad because I wasn't there for my kids, because I was trying to escape the home, and I didn't want that to happen. So I would go home for the kids' sake, just to be there, to love them, to nurture them, to feed them. But I would have to find some way to escape. Uh, and I don't know, like, that was the first time I went into the internet, and it was still pretty newish. Like, there wasn't even, I didn't know any chats or anything, but there were just places that I went on, and that was my escape. And then it became like he started to, I don't even know if I want to talk about, but he started to, it was like he started to tell me things, like I was not, like I was almost like a slave, or like I was not his equal, like he was my parent, or like he was, I don't know, like he had some kind of authority over me, or some kind of violence over me. I don't know what it was he was using against me, but I was scared. I was always scared to oppose him, to go against him. And then one night it built up really bad, and he put his arm around my neck and started choking me. And I thought, that's it. That's it. Like I felt stuff flash before my eyes, but and my kids were like kind of around, and so we both snapped to it, and we both tried to laugh it off as if it didn't happen. Thankfully, he snapped to it and he didn't do anything worse, and we both laughed it off as if it was a joke, but it wasn't. Didn't feel like a joke at that time. And then um a lot of things spiraled from there. There That was kind of like the beginning of the end to me about the love lost. He had done some things too that were very suspicious, but I didn't want to never wanted to treat him that way. I always wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, so I'd left it alone. But more things started to add up, and then he started becoming suspicious of me, which he had no reason to be. And it was just a very bad environment. And then finally, there was, there was one main straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak, was when these kids got scared of something he said to me. Like he threatened me with something, some violence, and they were scared. And when I saw them crying, I said, that's it. He can do whatever he wants to me, but I'm not going to let him terrorize my children too. And after that moment, I just thought, so this was, and he's there. There's not. It was like that week continued, but I started to form a plan, and I started to reach out to domestic violence hotline and talk to people. And luckily at work we had this free service too to go seek counseling and things. And so I just started to like reach out to beyond my inner circle, because I kept thinking all of this was my fault, and I was doing something wrong. And then I realized it wasn't. After I talked to people, to professionals, to the counselors, I realized this wasn't my fault, that I was in this cycle with a manipulator. And um, I knew I had to get out. And it was, he, he did, he, we made, we, well, he used me one last time. It was non consensual. That was Wednesday, August 13th, 2008. It was actually the 12th, August 12th, 2008. August 13th, 2008. I went to the counselor. She said, you need to get out of there. Go to a shelter, whatever, with your kids, but you need to stay away from him. At the time, I couldn't, but luckily at that time, my kids were staying with friends, different friends. And um, we couldn't find any homeless shelters available for me. So I said I could go to my parents', although my parents' home was pretty crowded at the time. That's where I went. And never went back. I never went back. That was the last time he touched me. And never went back. And so that was 13 years ago, and it was a very, very scary time, very scary moment. God bless my parents for being so loving, and like, they didn't blame me, they didn't make me feel bad, they didn't guilt trip me, nothing. My dad, that night that I went there, my dad handed me a beer and some kettle chips, and he's like, this will make you feel, and he was right. It totally was what I needed to make myself feel better in that moment. I felt like really, it felt real. Um, it was surreal. Like I didn't even know I was doing this. And you know, the crazy thing was a month later, Hurricane Ike happened in September. And also that same month, I lost my house that I had with him, went to foreclosure, and it was hard because I really liked that stupid house. My garden and my roses and my all of those damn things, but they're just things, you know? They're just things. And so I picked myself up and moved on. And it's funny, like, I don't like to dwell on the past. I don't even like to talk about it because the present is so much better, so good, you know? And even my relationship with the kid's dad has healed over time, and we're in an amiable enough place where we can, you know, be parents to the kids. And thankfully, he wasn't one of those kind of men that just walked out on them. He was there for them, you know? So, despite everything that we went through, he still wanted to put the kids first, and so did I. And that was our main objective. And thank God he felt that way because that's exactly what I wanted. And little by little, you know, things got better and 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 better. I met two amazing soulmates that came into my life, and along the way had little bumps, you know, ups and downs in relationships, but and one big bump, but that's another story. But through it all, you know, it's it's been a it's been a journey anyway. That was kind of the biggest worst thing that's ever happened in my life. It was a couple years before that. My grandmother passed away, and then my dad passed away in 2011. So it was like kind of quite a consecutive amount of years, and the hurricane and all of this stuff, you know. But now it's like I have this amazing home. My kids are extremely doing well and healthy, strong. I'm for let go of the resentment of the past. It does not, and I don't have anger. I don't have any ill will, but it's something I just wanted to bring up to you guys because if any of you are in a similar situation, you know, I am living proof that it gets better, really, really, really better. Like a lot of people are afraid to leave because they fear the unknown, they fear a worse situation after leaving, but actually when you're your authentic self and you do what you feel is right for you, then you're always going to be a winner. Whatever it is, you know, whatever it is in your life. I also like was a school bus driver, and that started to like build up and make me feel worn out, and I finally left that too, and things got better after that too. So I'm just saying, like, it's a scary step to take that first step into the unknown and into your authentic self and into your destiny. But even those people you're afraid were going to get hurt around you, or even you for yourself, you're afraid you're going to get hurt, the what you feel like, maybe the little bumps and bruises are nothing compared to if you'd stayed in your inauthentic self and lived an unhappy life, you know? So anyway, yeah, if it helps anybody out there, I just wanted to give that little story. And I have nothing but love for anybody in my life. Like I feel like I've completely healed the relationship with my ex. I know in deep down inside he's a really good person. He really is. And he's a good dad. And so no, I have no any more ill will against him. But whew, but you know, um and basically like we're all like human beings working with what we got, you know, like we don't, it's not like we all have manuals on how to go about our lives. It's a learning, growing process, right? And everything leads to the next thing on your journey, and there's no real shortcuts. And sometimes the universe will give you a lot of tower moments because if you don't do it on your own. So be aware of that and just keep focusing on your authentic self. What makes you light up? What makes you feel great? And yeah. I mean, you guys should like. I haven't even read, but I've heard some story. I've heard like a little bit about Oprah Winfrey's story. People like that, they're very inspiring. And I know a lot of people. Oh, well, they're just kind of like one in a million. Not everybody has that kind of luck or fortune, but you just never know. You just never know. You can go from 0 to 60. You can really just make your life turn completely around. You just never know. All right. So, enough of the sadness. It wasn't meant to be sad, but it was meant to it was meant to give some due to this monumental, like, this is a month, this month and of this year just makes me feel like there's a lot of stuff out there to celebrate, anniversaries to celebrate. My channel, for one, is a big happy celebration, but I don't know if I could have gotten to my channel anniversary if I hadn't gone through all this other stuff that I went through. So that's that. Okay, so now let me go back and see hello to everybody and see who paid what. Okay. Quack. What's up? Yeah, and I'm so determined not to repeat anything. I'm so determined to say, look, I've done my karma. I am not doing any. I choose not to engage in any negative karma anymore. Nope, 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 nope. I've done it. I've done it. Certainly, we're always going to learn new lessons in our life. We're never too old to learn something new, but I'm not going to go through that kind of thing anymore. Okay? So, let's see. We got Virginia. Hey, Virginia. Virginia for $10. And we've got your mom's story, Naomi. And Maya, $5. Yeah, it just sort of hit me. I was like, I know what 13. I know that's a number that I planted in my brain. Now I remember. I planted it in 2008. It was a Wednesday, 2008, not a Friday the 13th, but a Wednesday the 13th, 2008. So that's my special day that I left my pain behind. All right, and we've got okay. So we have Anastasia Claire. Okay, I guess Maya paid twice. I'll just look at your list. uh, you got the more succinct list. Okay. Uh, what happened to Virginia? Okay. Virginia was the first super chat. Where's Anastasia? I didn't notice. I didn't see Anastasia. Oh, maybe she got in there before. Okay. I missed all of that, I guess. Okay, well, I'll just take your word for it. All right. So we have Anastasia. Everybody just repeat how much you paid because. And Claire and Esmeralda and Honey, Tosni, Oh wait, Maya, Tosme, and Virginia. Okay, Esmeralda's $3. Claire 7. Honey 10. Gmail. Okay, Anastasia, are you out there? How much did you pay, Anastasia? 10. Okay. Alrighty. Very good. Thank you all for your being here tonight. Thank you guys. I so appreciate you and love you so much. I appreciate you and love you. And Tosni, 10. Okay. Okay. I wish this thing would let me choose American money. Yeah, that's okay. All you have to do is tell me. And Maya 10. Okay. And Virginia. What's Virginia? And Maya paid twice. So you a 5 and a 10. And Virginia was 10. Okay. And Naomi cash apped me. Where do I squeeze you in? Naomi, I remember. I'll give you a 7. Naomi. Okay. I'll make you 2.5. And how much did you cash up me, Naomi? Don't let me forget. Okay. All right. That's good. Or I can always redo these. Okay, I'm going to put Naomi 5 and Esmeralda 3. And then I'll just reorder these. How nice to have a dry erase board. Okay, there we go. Okay. So here's our list again, my email and my Cash App. And well, everybody paid that needed to pay. So I'm gonna up here instead of Cash App, unless you want to donate Cash App for just fun, for kicks. But up here I'm gonna put who I'm reading. I'm gonna put now reading, and I'll put that up there. Okay, there we go. I feel like some choo 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 pa 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 music in the background. Choo 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 pa pa pa. Okay, so let's see. Should I turn on more lights, or do you like it like this? Let's take a little consensus. How does everybody like the lighting? Like it like this, a little bit brighter. Honey was number 2. You like it? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A little bit of spook. A little bit brighter. I'll put the overhead. This one doesn't make it too much brighter. There. good enough. Right. Okay. So now reading Anastasia. Ready? Are we ready? So Anastasia, my special, I didn't even write. My special is $5 Nui reading, a $5 dark reading. If you want that, and but anything you want. So I think Hasi's going through very difficult times right now, but we're not talking about that. He pretends that everything's okay. My question is, what can I do to help Hasi? I felt that in that last reading I had with you, that he was stressing out. The dark reading is just using these two decks, the Tarot de la Nuit and also the Wisdom of the Dark House, not Dark House, but the House of Night, okay? They're vampire decks, that's why. I mean, that's not really Friday the 13th, but I mean, as close as I could get to, I don't have anything more horrific than that. My horror genre is a little mild. It's more, fun Halloweeny kind of things, but not so much dark. Okay, well, I feel like I'm going to first start with the Dark House of the Night, because that could help. And they have good messages. And this is Colette's deck anyway. She always has good messages. So what is up with Hasi, and how can Anastasia help him? Let's see. Sorry. Let me just do it this way, I guess. How can Anastasia help Hasi? He's being strong on the outside. That's what we saw last time. How can Anastasia help Hasi? All right. You've got Grove. Look at the kitty. That's nice. Ooh, 2021. And Cycles. Both very good. All right. Let's see what Grove and Cycles have to do with Hasi. So, and Cycles is 37. So with the Grove, it's saying Nyx, the goddess of night, invites you to heal your wounds and mend your heart. She's inviting you to the Grove to heal your wounds and mend your heart. Now is the time to apologize to anyone you've harmed, make your friendship whole again, and choose healing over anger and pain. Choosing my beautiful Grove is a powerful sign that you are at a wondrous and strong time in your life. Show compassion and kindness to others. No one is perfect yet, and perfection is perfect as it is. If you are hurting, know that it will pass and that I will watch over you. If someone you love is hurting, take this time to be there for this person. The sacred grove heals all aches and pains, especially a heart that has been wounded. Wow, this is like answering your question so directly. So basically, Spirit is saying compassion, basically what you're already doing. If you, and I know you, Anastasia, you're super sweet and compassionate. Just you being you helps them so much more than you realize. All right, let's see what Cycles is about. I feel like just that energy that you share him, he will break out of a cycle, a negative cycle, just by your love. Just your love is healing. So what goes around comes around is the message of the symbol cycles. The moon goes from new to full in cycles that repeat each month. Whatever you're planning to do or to reveal by asking your question will be revisited in another circumstances. Be clear about your action. You will surely meet this experience again. Remember, what goes around comes around. Like the moon that revolves around the planet, the energy that you express in your next action will orbit around you. Make sure it's a good one. Ooh, I'm hearing lots of messages as I'm reading that. So one message is that Hasi will return the favor one day. All your kindnesses will come back to you. He will finally, what you've wished for and longed for so long is he will express his love to you, and he'll say something like, after all this time, I know it's late, but I just want you to know I have been in love with you this whole time. I love you, appreciate who you are and how you've been to me all this time, you know? I feel like that's a cycle that's coming. So, secondly, the cycle I feel is very related to energy that you're dealing with right now, as far as new moons, full moons, you know, the amazing, like, okay, how about the new moon in Gemini and the Lionsgate portal? If you set any intention during that time, they're already starting to manifest. They're starting to become clear to you. And so if your mission is love, and if your mission is to ultimately be with him, your manifestation powers are working. Maybe you're not seeing evidence now, but you'll see evidence maybe by the full moon at the end of this month, or maybe by the new moon of next month, or maybe it's going to be a full moon by next year. But whatever it is, however long it has to take, it's going to happen. It's going to come full circle for you. You're going to get all that you desired, as if you're the Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, and you win the whole you win the whole factory. You will. All your efforts and all the kindness and the efforts that you've put into it are not going to be gone unnoticed. They're noticed. Trust me, they're noticed. Okay? All right. So let's let's get a little Nui tarot too. Let's just see. I think this is the only tarot I have out right now. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, look at that! This is the Cinderella one. I love this Two of Pentacles. So you're definitely going to have and look, there's the moon. You're definitely going to have like your princess moment, where everything goes from rags to riches, from pining or wishing to your wishes coming true. So something upcoming, some kind of dance festival party or something, where you're going to be the belle of the ball, where you're going to have, hey Belle, that's so what funny, I just said belle of the ball and Belle shows up. And you are going to, I've been very psychic today, okay? I woke up psychic. And so yeah, I feel like that's very nice, and looking forward to something coming up. You're looking forward to it. You also got the Three of Pentacles, so it's kind of like more looking forward to things. And Three of Pentacles is, yeah, this is like, these two both are like the planning cards, like looking forward to something coming up. Okay. All right, so let's see. I'm going to get another tarot, or not another, I know. Let's see. I feel like, I don't know why, but I am called to use the El Key. So this is how Hasi sees you. Okay, we're going to see how he sees you. And if this could help you kind of like figure out like what to do, I guess, maybe. You have? I knew it. How does he see you? You know why I knew? Because I'm psychic. I know. I do know everything. I wish I did. Okay. This is how he sees you. Ooh, this is a good one. Carly. I feel like some of this information came out last time. Like with you, he feels free. When I'm with you, I'm free. I'm careless, I believe. It's just like you free him, you know. He feels so tight and bogged down by life. But when you're around, you're the one that makes him feel free and liberated and unrestrained. Like, just sometimes he thinks about running off with you. I know, she's the non-toxic girlfriend. Like, he doesn't have any girlfriends and that I know of, like, right, that we know of. He's got a lot of girls that like fawn all over him and act like the fool, um but yeah, he's very focused on work and not going there. Like, I don't think he wants to be hurt, but he does know that when you're around, he feels kind of giddy, like his heart flutters. He just feels free. Like, if if he wasn't so stubborn about doing what he's doing, he would just run off with you, you know? I mean, let me see what else that the book says about Carly. She who frees. It's like you're the one freeing him by the way you treat him. You make him feel good. So keep that in mind. And you're the only one that does this, not that dumb girl or the other dumb girl or any of those dumb girls. So liberation, unrestrained free. Carly, she who frees, demonstrates how useless it is to try to bind her. She stands barefoot on the rocky shore, her hair blowing loose from the confining headband. Birds swoop over her head. The waves break upon the rock where she perches. Nothing can contain her. She has made the decision to be free. So free she will be. Her wrists bear the marks of the shackles. She was shackled. She will always remember the lessons of wearing them, but now she tosses the broken, useless chains into the water. Within the waves, there's almost an electrical pulse as Carly's energy sets her loose. This is a being who will not be restrained. The message of this card is that you face a challenge only you can answer. Will you remain obedient to the chains put upon you, or will you cast them aside to live the liberated life? It's important to remember sometimes bonds are accepted. You should also understand you change your mind about those restraints. You are at a point where you can end anything that you feel holds you back. It would be wise to examine the change thoroughly, though. Who holds the other end and who holds the key? So I feel like you've been through something too, right? Like, I was thinking about you the other day, Anastasia, and I was wondering about your mom and your dad, and I was also admiring your sense of adventure and the way you just been how you get about, you know, in your life and how brave you are for being so young and everything. And I think that maybe that's part of his appeal to you too, is seeing you that way, seeing you as so brave and free. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's see how he's feeling right now. Pumpkin, come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Pumpkin's acting silly over there. Let's go. Let's go look at her. Pumpkin, what are you doing? What are you doing? Pumpkin, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, 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 no. She always wants to eat those lights. No, no. No, Pumpkin, no. No. No, no. Go play with sister. Go play with sisters. Okay, that's enough. Let's go back to the readings. Okay, so let's see how Hassi's feeling. Oh, wow, a man that you love died? Oh my goodness. That can be pretty devastating. Hear the river. Oh, Belle. Yeah, I mean, I got a list here, but I can figure out a way. Let's see if we can squeeze her in somehow. Yeah. It sounds like a story my daughter had too. Like, it was very weird. Like, this guy that she knew that she had a crush on, he committed suicide. It's scary and sad, and like that can be so like jolt you in such a strange, upsetting way. You know, it's like, yeah, life is very fragile, and people, I feel, I feel like there's people are so brave out there. They just get through every little thing. You know, they keep going, they keep fighting no matter what, you know, brings them down. So let's all be fighters, okay, guys? Let's keep each other free and keep fighting for our freedom and the good life. All right, so Hasi's feeling left out right now, feeling chill and distant. So something you got to do is you got to figure out how to help him feel warmer, I guess. I don't know, but he's connected to you. I love this feeling, how you finish my sentences and anticipate my thoughts. He doesn't like this distance between you, not at all. He's also stressed, and you are noticing he is stressed, and I feel like the stress might not have to do with him at all. I mean, with you at all, but, or any individual person. This could just be stress in general. He's almost like asking you, what do I do, Anastasia? I don't even know what to do anymore. He's reaching a breaking point. He might actually ask you. Also, he's very impressed by you, just everything that you do, just like that. He's just very impressed. Your style and confidence is very appealing. I admire you. Okay. Well, how about that? Does that look good? Need anything else? I was thinking I was going to get you a Lenormand card. Let's see. Let me just do one more Lenormand. Oh, thanks, Belle. So he's the bear. This has to do with finances. Maybe he's stressed about finances. And you were asking, what is it that's going on with him? He might be stressed about some kind of financial situation, and his own like temper too. Like he feels like he's gonna lose it. Like that's what I'm getting from this. And then see, you got this, the temperature feels cool to him, some kind of like left out, cold, chill, something too. Like there's a chill, and might not be a chill from you, it might be a chill from a financial situation or something. Don't know. Don't know, something that he's keeping to himself, that he's not telling anybody, and he's like carrying this burden. All right, so it's not, I don't know if it's necessarily your job to get him to talk about it, but all you have to do is be compassionate and just be loving towards him. That's it. You don't need, he doesn't, I mean, you might want to try to get him to talk about, but I don't think it's not completely necessary, because this could be something he just needs to keep to himself and work out himself, you know? Okay. 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 So we're having a dark rating. The dark. The new because it's Friday the new Friday the 13th. So I was gonna like have a full out mini Halloween theme, but I was like, okay, we'll just go with a little bit of darkness here. All right, so next we have Claire. It's already the 14th there. Oh, poo. Wow. Saturday the 14th. There's a movie on about that too. It's so funny when we were kids. Like I hated scary movies, and I mean I never watched Friday 13th, but I did watch Saturday the 14th because at least it made me laugh. I did babysit for this girl who's only like 2 years younger than me, and she made me watch the only reason why I know anything about horror movies is because of Lori, and I watched every single scary movie that was out at the time. And there was a lot of one. There was the original, there was the Friday 13th, there was Halloween, there was she made me watch The Shining. She made me watch um Poltergeist and Amityville Horror. All of those came out around that time that I babysat her. Shining was really scary. I can't remember anything else. Then later came the Freddy movies, but I didn't. Luckily, I didn't have to watch those with Lori because they came a little bit later. I know The Shining is good. It was made well. It's good and acted well, of course. Yeah. But exactly, I was just like, well, I never liked scary stuff because of that nightmare that I had when I was a little girl. Like when my parents were like busy with opera and my dad was away, I felt like I was like left alone without any protection. I was in my grandma's house, but I was scared and I had to sleep in a room by myself and I had all these bad dreams. So I just didn't like scary stuff because of that. But there's a part of me that sees all of that differently now. In fact, actually my daughter, she was just like me. She didn't like scary stuff, and then she went into this total horror phase in her life. And when she went through her horror phase, I went through it with her. It's like, if she's gonna watch it, I'm gonna watch it with her. So we really got into like American Horror Story and different stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, I mean, I get it. I like it. It's just, you know some of these things are a little bit too, like, take it a little bit too far, but I like psychological things a little bit. Not when you're on your own, exactly. And I had this like rule. If I was gonna watch horror, I had to watch it in the middle of the day. And before I went to bed, had to watch like some kind of Disney movie or something lighthearted, something that made me laugh, or something, sweet before bedtime. I couldn't watch horror before bedtime. It had to be like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That is my rule. I don't, I can't, I don't know, but definitely not before bedtime. Or you watch horror and then you like make fun of it as you watch it. Or you like watch how they made this movie right afterwards. This is what I had to do that with my kids when Thriller came out. Well, of course, it came out in the 80s when I was a teenager, but when it like they had the revisit of Thriller for my kids' generation, and me and their dad were like, "Oh, we got to get this." And for us, it was like no big deal, but for them, it was still scary, a little bit scary. So, but after Thriller had this whole like makeup scene, how they oh my gosh, it was so incredible, like all the makeup they did on Michael Jackson and how he changed his face and stuff, and it was really cool. I mean, it's so exciting to watch those behind the scene things, how they make masks and how they create things. So that kind of takes a little bit of the scare away when you see all the behind the scenes work that's done, and it helps a lot. Rocky Horror did. Well, when I saw Rocky Horror, I wasn't scared. It was the first. It's so funny though. I'll never forget the first time. But I was already old when I saw it, so it didn't scare me. All right. So Claire, what were we talking about? You stop watching horror movies after Japanese Ring. Oh my God, that was the. You know what's crazy about Anastasia, the Ring? My daughter was little, and the Ring commercials would come on and would scare her. And she would have nightmares about the Ring. She didn't even know what the dang movie was about. It was the dang commercials were just as scary. I mean, it was scary enough. It's just crazy. And so she was scared. She was totally scared of the Ring. I don't know what, till this day, I just don't know what it's about. I still never haven't watched it. There's like, oh God, but I've watched, I think that the ones that scare me the most are like demon possession, like The Exorcist. Ah, I hate that stuff. That is so scary. Demon possession. And Damien wasn't as scary. That one was bad enough, but it wasn't because it an Omen. That's what an Omen. Omen wasn't quite as scary, but still pretty scary. The Japanese version. Okay, thanks, Anastasia. I won't. I'll have to watch it at 12 in the afternoon. And then afterwards, like watch a lot of Disney movies. And I'll have crazy dreams of Disney characters doing evil things. Oh gosh. Yeah. I like what is the Shutter? I never saw the movie Shutter, but the commercials freaked me out with all this the crawling on the ground and stuff like cuz I literally really see stuff like that, I've seen and heard things crawling and not my cats, And it's like, okay, I don't want to see a movie about stuff like this because I know this is actually out there. Anyway, zombies. Oh yeah, zombies fine. I can handle zombies. I like certain monsters are fun. I like actually most monsters I can handle. Like I like critters, the ones that are in the ground and pop up. That's fun. Stuff like that. That's pretty fun. Critters. And the Blob. Oh my gosh. Me and my brother used to watch Tales from the Crypt, and I think one of the scary ones was that blobby thing that would like I don't know, it's like some kind of tar thing that kept coming over the fishing pier and like eating people. I was like, yeah, but it was scary, but kind of fun and funny at the same time. I know, right? Let's just do it. And that one episode with the hitchhiker, um, my brother would say that line from the movie all the time. It's like, "Thanks for the ride, lady. Thanks for the ride." Like, I'm like, oh God. And every time I said it, I'd see the man standing in the road getting run over. So, thanks for the ride, lady. Okay, so that's my horror update. But Friday the 13th, it turned into one of those things where I was like, I would watch it and just close my eyes when somebody was slaughtered and then open my eyes again, basically. We should do that. You want to? Let's pick a movie and a night and get some popcorn out and like talk about it. That could be fun. That could be real fun. Like have you ever watched, like I think it was on Comedy Channel where they did that like comedians would just sit back and watch a movie and like comment on it and joke. It's fun to watch stuff like that when people are joking about it. Or Siskel and Ebert, whenever they had their reviews, that was pretty good too. But I like watching people while they're watching a movie. It's kind of fun. And also that setup, of the in the Comedy Channel, you could see their heads and then the theater. So it was like it gave you a little bit of distance from the actual scene, so it wasn't quite as scary. Yeah, we should totally do that. But for now, for me, it will be a movie morning, but right, yeah. It'll be for everybody, will have different time slots. It's funny. The 3 a.m. viewing of We Should Have Watched Friday the 13th. The original. Alrighty. So, Claire, What was your question? I forgot. What's going on with you, Claire? Shall we use the Tarot of the Dark Knight? Let's see. Since Ron accused me of micromanaging him, let's just hand him the reins and let him do whatever he wants. I want him to know. I want him to know. Whoa. I want you. I feel the same way towards my twin flame. I want him so bad. My hormones are just jumping all over the place. Okay. All right. So, Ramtha, can we use this deck? He says sure. All right. He's laughing and winking back at you. Let's see. What's going? Oh, that was fast. Ooh, risk. Okay, and a second one came out. What's the second one? Oh, three of them. Risk. Ooh, risk, honesty, and High Priestess of Water. Claire, are you a water sign? No, you're Aquarius, right? Well, that's almost. It's like the water bearer. High Priestess of Water. So he's right away. I'm feeling like he sees you as equal, and he's also, I feel like he's also kind of telling you how he appreciates your outlook, you know, the way you see things. He appreciates your honesty. Okay, so let's go through them one at a time here. Ooh, five fire, four water, two air, and one earth. Good job. What do you know where your Saturn's at? Because that would be like your chart ruler. All right, risk. Here is oh my gosh, you might have, he might have chose this just so it sounds like he's talking to you, because it's like the author talks to you, and the author represents, so this is about this is actual like movie or something that's interpreted in this tarot, in this oracle deck, in case you guys were wondering. But the author, so there's a story about Nyx, but the person who's actually talking, like the narrator, is I'll just read this beginning part so you know where this comes from. Stop. So the story of the Oracle of Nyx. One morning when the mist hung thickly in the air above the ancient castle on the Isle of Skye, the immortal vampire queen Skyach was unusually restless. She had retired to her sumptuous bedchamber as dawn had peeked its head above the horizon, and at first Skyach entered the realm of dreams easily, as always ready to surrender to the peace of sweetly waiting blackness. Then something shifted, changed, and she slipped into a different reality. Skyedge found herself wandering in a world between worlds. She was in her own grove, the place she held most sacred in her misty island. It was the same and yet not, as if she had been introduced to a familiar stranger. Skyedge wandered through this new dream, Sigili, dreamscape, knowing she was another, more powerful state of alertness. Her very spirit was vibrating with attention. Something important was happening. This dream, she realized, is a sacred vision. She began to hear the whisper of a familiar voice. Nyx, the goddess of night, was calling her by name. Skyach was compelled forward to its source. Skyach, come, my daughter, come to the wall, come and find me. It is time, it is time. Skyach followed the sound of Nyx's voice to the boundary of the dream version of the grove, where the section of the ancient stone wall had begun to glow. Just as she reached out her hand to touch the magical wall, everything went black, and she heard Nyx's voice saying, "Remember." Skyatch fell into a deep sleep and dreamed no more. As the sun was setting into blue-gray waters that surrounded her isle, and the sky was painted with indigo and black, Skyatch awoke. Immediately the vampire queen recalled her experience. Fleet and eager, she hurried to her beautiful sacred grove and searched the boundary wall for the area she had seen in her vision. There, at exactly the place she had reached out to touch the vision grove, four stones were loose, as if the mortar had held them together for centuries and had suddenly dissolved. Skyatch pried out one of the stones with her hands, and then another, until she spotted a deerskin handle tied with a black string. Her own seal, thousands of years old, was stamped in a blood-red wax atop the string. There was no doubt this was meant for her. And so on and so on. Okay, so this is a really long story, but it's the lady Skyatch, I think, is the one who's mostly talking, right? And Goddess Nyx. So you'll hear Goddess Nyx is taking this information in, and she becomes the person. Nyx is the one reading to you, giving you information. And so, oh my gosh. Hold on just one moment. A little spill. And my kitten is being too silly. And I think I need to put you outside. It's time to go outside. Okay. No, don't go outside. Okay, sorry about that. I'm kind of tired too. Do you want the whole story, Claire? I will totally read you the whole story of the wisdom of the House of Night. Yeah. So because I feel like that's an extended message from Ramtha. But anyway, but here we go. Starting with risk. This is what Nyx is saying, but could be him too, you know. So my child, you have come to a place where you are being asked to take a risk and try something new and different. Rather than worry about how things will turn out, why not take the leap of faith? No matter what happens, something important will be experienced. This is a sign that you can prove something to yourself, and when you accomplish it, you will be proud that you did. Another meaning here is to ask yourself about your next action. Is it worth the risk you are taking? If the answer is no, no, don't do it, if the answer is no, don't do it. If the answer is yes, I will give you wings to fly and will catch you if you fall. This symbol also brings a gentle warning. Your risk shouldn't be motivated by boredom. This is a symbol of consequences as well as courage. So deep. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see about honesty. My darling. Wow, it starts with my darling. My darling, you have chosen the symbol of clarity and true communication. Now is the time to be absolutely honest with yourself about what you want, what you're thinking about, and what your motives and feelings are. Honesty is the way you truly step into your power. When you choose honesty above all else as your goddess, I will send, or your God, I will send you courage to do what's right. This is also a time to demand honesty and integrity from others. You have a right to get clear messages. There is the greatest freedom and power in telling the truth. Ooh. And you, as the high priestess. Oh my goodness. Well, it's going to be an interesting night, I think. Full of lovers and a mix of fairy tale and vampires. So, the High Priestess of Water. Dear one, when my vampire High Priestess of Water visits you, it is to remind you that all things change, like the powerful element she represents. Water is a transforming element that flows in rivers, makes waves in vast oceans, turns to hard ice, and disperses as hot steam. Water can change into snowflakes, white fluffy clouds, and rain. When you draw the symbol of water, it signifies a time when things in your life are changing shape right before your very eyes. Go with the flow, as these changes are powerful signs of wondrous experiences, lessons, and gifts. If you don't understand these changes at the moment, you will later. Oh, so cute. Okay. I feel like that's enough said right there. That's pretty much. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Hey, Nina, is that you? Oh no, this is that Wolfie? Oh yeah, Wolfie. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so funny. It's funny how things are scary at night and then in the light of day you're like, oh, because there's like this there in my room. I have like this like extra piece of glass that's just sitting there. And there was something like by the piece of glass and it looked like a bug, like a roach. And that whole night I was terrified that this roach was gonna crawl over to me and get in my bed with me or mess with me or whatever. Like hate roaches. When I woke up that morning, I look over there. It was not a roach at all. It was just a sticker stuck on like some I don't know what the sticker was of, but some sticker like in the shape like an oval shape stuck on this piece of glass. It was nothing. So, we just do this to ourselves with our minds. It's all in our heads. All right, let's see what the message here. What else does Ramtha want to say besides what he's already saying? Let's. I've been having like my body's been achy. Oh, my back. It's like, did I do this when I belly danced? I like knocked my back out of whack or something? Justice. Oh my gosh. You said it's not fair. And he's like, you want fair? I'm gonna bring you some fair. You want justice? You want the fairness? You want fair to come to you? Let's change this. Let's fix this. Let's bring you fair. You deserve it. I think fairness is coming to you finally. Right? Fair. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Okay, let's see it. So basically, I mean, besides fair, it's like a win in your favor. It's like also, justice is a little bit about what you put out, you get back in return. It's balancing of things. It's being balanced, and it's Libra energy. It's truth and justice. It's marriage and divorce, and that kind of like love connections in that sense. I feel like the first thing I heard was fair. And it's going to be fair now. Ooh, look at this creepy Seven of Pentacles. He's not divorcing you. He might be marrying you or like a renewal of the vows. So you have that Seven of Pentacles is kind of it's like black swan kind of card. And so it's almost like I feel like this is kind of saying you're torturing yourself for no reason. Don't keep torturing you. Don't hurt yourself. Don't torture yourself. Take a deep breath in and relax, Claire. Things are going to be fine and they're going to get even better and better. Like there's some things in the works here and they're going to turn out nice. They're going to be like what you're hoping for. But you're making your like you're with all your anxiety and stuff, you're making yourself hurt for no reason. Don't get hurt, please. Like don't hurt yourself. Don't get upset over it, or don't like, yeah, don't go to the dark of this. You know, see the growth as a good thing. See, he wants you to be strong, and see, he is by your side. You, he definitely wants you to see you and him as equals. And just because he's a god doesn't mean he's not like, he can be in lion form like this, you know, maybe sometimes too proud, and you temper him with your I don't know, your easy, gentle ways. You know, he still, it's like he still does need you. It's not like he stopped needing you for his own balance as well. So you are still together and guiding each other, even if it's not in the most traditional of ways. It's still there, you know, and it's necessary and important. So yeah, just hang in there. Oh, look at that! See the Ten of Cups. You're about to have this amazing emotional fulfillment. You know, this feeling of a feeling of happy. You know, happily ever after. A feeling like a buoyancy, a lightheartedness, a joy, a welling up of your emotions that in a good way. You know, like it's all encompassing this whole a whole body feeling like yes, you know. And you have the Page of Cups. So this is about, you know, something he's bringing to you, giving to you, some kind of message that's coming to you that you will hear. A love message coming towards you. Well, you want to give her a love message? Let's see. Okay. This is pretty. Oh, and I do have my twin flame deck. Oh yeah, I should use that. Okay, I'm gonna use one of these in one of my twin flames. All right. Oh, look at that. There are so many words in the silence between us. I want to write your name in the sky. Marry me, Claire. That's what he wants to do. He wants to, like, he wants everybody to see it. You know, he wants it to be a physical thing that everybody can see. Guacamole, see? See, guacamole is not going to the dark side. Okay. So let's see. Let's get a little romantic message from him. Seven of Pentacles is also like in this card, I'm just interpreting the appearance of it. But Seven of Pentacles represents like divine timing and picking the right time and watching your fruit grow and waiting for the abundance, just the right time. So there is a sense of timing here as well, I feel. Okay, his messages are: I want to know everything about you, but I hold myself back from asking. I'm afraid I'll get in too deep. When I look into your eyes, I see the universe and it activates me. I want to hold you in my arms and feel our bodies unite as one. So he wants it as much as you want it. It's not just you. All right, let's look at the timing here. What are the timing and intentions? I'm praying you'll come back after everything that's happened between us. I worry that you won't forgive me and allow me another chance. It's interesting, huh? That's different. Let's see about your union. What's going to happen? How will this union be noticed? Oh, here's another romantic message that I didn't notice. I'm tired of being away from you physically. I'm trying to process my fears so I can come back to you. So maybe he's scared. Maybe there's some fear here. Maybe he needs courage and you're his strength, you know? All right, let's see about the union. So I feel the chemistry between us. We need to trust that the energy we share will bring us back together again. He's not saying you're scary. He's saying he's scared. Oh, and you're taking it as you being scary. It's not you. It's what are you scared of? Um, all right, let's do this. Well, it's not you that he's scared of. He's scared of maybe he's scared of the physical form of, and with physical form comes pain, right? In ethereal form, it's painless and it doesn't hurt. Let's see. Let's just see how he feels about you or how he sees you. That could be it too. Yeah, he feels like maybe he sees himself in the 3D and he's like, I didn't like my 3D self, you know? So he sees you as Iris, she who changes, transformation, change, enchantment. So you're the instigator of change, and maybe he's scared of change, or maybe it's not so much fear, it just means that where he's at, there's a peace. There's there's that tiniest bit of longing for you for sure, but it's not, I shouldn't say tiny. There's longing for you. But you know what it kind of makes me think of the when people have near death experiences. This is only from like what I've heard, so I don't know. But so they're given a choice, so they let's say they've been in a bad accident, say a car accident or something, and their soul floats up and there's an angel there, and the angel's like giving them a choice, they're saying you can come with me, and the person's feeling beautiful, really calm and peaceful and beautiful and everything's so nice. But then he looks back at his body and all the people that love him and care about him, in life, and thinking, dang, do I want to leave them behind? Like, I'm not ready to leave them behind. But I know if I go back in that body, it's going to hurt like holy hell. And I may not be the same person I was before. I might have a limp, or I might have trouble walking or moving my arms or wherever the injury is. That'll be something he has to deal with. So that I kind of see this situation like the best of my ability to see what he's thinking. It's kind of like that. Like that's the best metaphor I could come up with but it's not about you, because you would be the one to attract him back to earth. Basically that's what draws people back, is always love. The love that they feel for another person always draws them back, and willing to put up with the pain of being, of everything. There's just a lot of pain that in this world, a lot of pain in this world. And there's pain and lots of just different decisions. And when you make this decision, you go stepping into the unknown, and what is beyond the unknown, maybe there's a sense of that feeling of being superior, that he knows everything. But if he does something different, then it's into the unknown, something that he doesn't know. It's very basic, right? It's like when we go to school, like sometimes we're hesitant to go to school because we'll be freshmen, and we don't want to be freshmen. It's better to be a senior because we've been there and done that, and we can laugh at the freshmen. It's that kind of feeling going to a new job. Like you'd rather be in a job where you have seniority and you just know everything and it's no big deal. But when you go into a new job, it's fresh and exciting, sure, but Ah, it's such an adjustment, and you have to get used to people, and they treat you a certain way because you're new and stuff like that. So all of that, when changes happen, you have to deal with, the adjustments. I don't know, like what else to say about it. He's not you scary. You're not scary. Okay, let me read what Iris means. H-I. Iris. Transformation, change, enchantment. Iris, she who changes, wears a waxing moon on her forehead and a curving snake on her arm. Both are emblems of change and transformation. The moon reminds us how we cycle from waxing to full to waning. The snake, ultimate agent of transformation, sheds its skin to live again. The snake's magic reminds us that as long as we are never stagnant, we will continue to reinvent ourselves. It is the power of transformation that invites us to celebrate the enchantment of this moment. Shed the skin of yesterday to cloak yourself in your new persona. Iris asks you if you're ready to do this. Iris brings the message that you are in a moment of change. You can choose to move into a new self or pull back on the self you were before. There's nothing static about this issue. Do not put too much weight on things as they are. Instead, take a step back. Remind yourself of the moon cycles as well as the turning of the seasons. If you remember all things change, you will find yourself prepared to adapt to the ever cycling world. And it could be him. It's like, why am I fighting this change? How can I flow into this transformation? What do I need to do to honor this cycle? Maybe he doesn't even know why he's fighting it. What if he came down and took your hand and said, "Come on now, it's time for you to ascend and you come to heaven." Would you go with him to heaven or wherever, the next plane, the next level? Exactly. You are his expansion. You're each other's expansion. All right. He said it's a bet. It's a deal. He said you can paint every sunset and every sunrise up here, and the cats can play with all the other cats. Yes, Golden Girls is allowed. Anything golden is allowed. Alright. Ooh. Is your butt coming to bed tonight? He says there are so many words in the silence between us. He's like, I want to hold you in my arms. I think his butt's coming to bed. Ooh, I heard another message from him, but I'm not going to tell you in public. I'll tell you privately later. Okay. This has been fun. All right, let's see what else. Who else? We have Naomi. Oh yeah, who's been waiting for for her daughter? I'm squeeze you in. Just a quickie. for Belle's daughter. Is Belle still here? Not yet, honey. Sure, Guacky. Belle's daughter, Belle and your daughter, going once, going twice, going to Naomi. I would like a general read, whatever message Spirit has for me, please. Okay, let's go with the wisdom of the oracle. Okay, well, I feel bad, but maybe she'll reach out another time. All right, now we're reading. Write this down. Naomi. Oh, she did, Belle did? Okay. Okay. I thought I was going to have to squeeze her in. Okay, this is too big of a stack. For Naomi. Ooh, looky. Choices. A hunky blonde man coming through. And the High Priestess of Fire. What's one of the things I like about these cards? There's some good looking guys in here if they come out. If they come out. Wow, that was a lot. Well, she came in at the end anyway, so I thought she wanted a freebie and squeezed in, but yeah, she would be at 10, at number 10 or 9 or 10. Okay. Naomi, let's look at this guy. Isn't he cute? So he's got the black and the white feathers, wings, which represent choices, kind of like the chariot. But the chariot is also triumphant. This is also Kelowna. Every choice you make has a consequence. Even your thoughts are like magnets, drawing experiences to you for the good or for the bad. Ooh, I have to think about the great feeling that I had in my experience without any of the not so great feelings, like the fear. Like, I had a great experience today. I was super excited, but the excitement turned into a little bit of fear. It's like, oh, don't go there. Why do I have to go there? It's like it's a protection for both of us, but I just was trying to protect both of us. But I should be brave for both of us. Okay. So, do you know the story of a winged immortal in the House of the Night who had to choose between the dark and the light? Do you know what he chose? Right now, you are faced with such a choice. All you need to do is ask, is this for the highest good? The choice you make will be an important step in your life lessons. Remember, not deciding is a choice. That will have made a choice. We'll go that Rush song. I will choose free will. I will choose free will. And then he says, even if you don't make a choice, that's a choice. Yeah, what will it be? Choose another card to show what. Oh, no. So here comes another card. Choose another card to show you what your choice will bring you. Okay, so whatever you decide on, you will get this High Priestess of Fire. So that's a good sign, I think. The fact it will level you up to priestess status if you're not feeling already there, and the Priestess of Fire, which is potent. But my child, you have chosen the symbol of the vampire high priestess of fire, the goddess of creativity and passion. Where whenever she arrives, she reminds you of your ability to create your own reality and to choose how you channel your energy. If you are restless, call upon the High Priestess of Fire for inspiration and joy, and she will release you from the trap of boredom. Fire brings warmth and light, but it also burns when it is allowed to get out of control. Spend your energy creatively, not impulsively, and guard yourself against burning out. Use your fire wisely and let your light shine brightly. Nice. Okay. So that's what whatever you choose, that will is you're gonna get this. That fire, creativity, brightly, passion. Sounds good to me. It's like I can still find light in the dark when it comes to dark decks. I find the light in the dark. All right, let's see. You've got the Knight of Pentacles. It's good, some kind of tangible thing. Slow moving, but slow and steady wins the race. Oh, Belle, sorry. Belle, you're probably gonna be like number 9 or 10, unless you want me to do a private reading for you. Then you can email me and just email your questions, and I can probably get to it tomorrow. But I do have a little bit of a list, a waiting list, a little bit. All right. Ooh, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles. So that's interesting. So the knight usually is represented by a man, but there's this is you, this is both of you. This is who you are, beautiful, strong, competent, motherly, abundant, comfortable, but your actions are just because you're taking your time, you're being very methodical, you're being very sure of yourself. Very nice. Oh, and you also have Queen of Cups energy. So a lot of love. Just, I mean, I think that whatever choices and decisions you make coming up in your future, whatever you decide on, you got all, like almost all the elements here. You got fire, water, and earth, and you're going to feel very balanced. You're going to feel full of love. You're going to feel full of abundance, and you're going to be able to move in a night in the way that feels good to you. You're not rushed. You're feeling nice and steady in your actions and your movements. Let's see. Anything else we can add to that? Let me just pull one. One Lenormand card. Kind of, let's see what this brings you. Yeah, two clovers is lucky. So you're coming into some good luck. Whatever happens here, you're making some kind of choice, and this is like going to be a ripple effect of good things happening. Good luck coming to you. Very nice. Yeah. I know. And you're going to be like really like glowing up, like all in your female essence, female mystique. Could be somebody like really like admiring you too. Sense that. Or somebody else is making a choice and it's going to be you. Yeah, I feel like a lot of, this could be you and somebody too, also that might have two sides of them that are integrating. It's about dualities and integration and dualities. So, and we got the moon here again. That I feel, and oh, you got the crescent moon, see, on your head and in the sky. Very nice. I love this one by the window. It's so pretty. All right. Looks like a good turn of events to me. Yay, Naomi. Next, we have Esmeralda. Squirt a little squirts on me. Freshen up and get a little drink. You're welcome, sweetheart. Alrighty. You try to stay away from the live reading. So up next, Esmeralda, are you out there? Hello. What is your question, honey? Or Esme? General, something general. Okay, let's use the wisdom of the house of the night. Why not? It's one of those nights. General message from my girl, Esme. That's the one. Let's see what it is. Ooh, very nice. High Priestess of Air. All of you ladies out there are so vibing the High Priestesses tonight. I'm so proud of you. I know you are sparkles of light, and you're totally proving it. You are all like light workers and healers and good energy, love people. So this is saying you have drawn the symbol of the vampire priestess of High Priestess of Air, the goddess of rational thoughts. Logical thinking, reason, and using your mind to consider the next right action are the qualities encouraged by my vampire high priestess of air. Now's the time to think before you act. You're blessed with a wondrous mind and imagination. Your ability to communicate is enhanced when you meet the high priestess of air. This is the moment to have reasonable conversations and make calculated decisions. This is good advice, like, to use your mind to help you decide certain things. But remember, don't let that mind go into ego and um, go into monkey mind. That's what Melanie calls it, monkey mind. Monkey mind is when it's just a bunch of nonsense and chatter, and it's not there for your own good. But using your mind for the positive, it can be very, very helpful in manifesting. So just be mindful of your thoughts, okay? In the book, The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle is talking about watch your thoughts, like be an observer of your own mind, and just look at your thoughts and what pops in your head. Like, thoughts create feelings, supposedly. I often think feelings create thoughts, but anyway, whatever, the chicken and the egg, whatever comes first, acknowledge the fact that thoughts that your thoughts can make a whole mood for you in a moment or whatever. And so just focus on that. Like what is it about that you what is it about that you're thinking about? What Break it down, like analyze it a little bit, or let it go. Or if it has nothing to do with the current, with being in the now, then don't even focus on it. Don't rehash old stuff. Don't even do that. You don't need to do that. Don't rehash. I know it's hard sometimes because I've done that where I've had an argument with somebody and I play it over and over and over in my head. And so Spirit's saying, let those kinds of things go, right? That's the past. There's not much you can do about it. Focus on the now. What are you going to do right now? Okay. But your mind is very powerful for that next step. Always good place to sort things out. Okay. And you might want to read that book. And I have it. I found it in audio version, and it was very easy to listen to. He has a nice, gentle German accent voice, and I liked listening to him read that book. All right, Esmeralda, was that good? I could throw in a little love card if you wish. Okay. All right, let's see real fast. Anything exciting coming up for love? And it could, be tie in with your thoughts. Oh, there you go. Magnetism. There is a gravitational pull to each other. There is something there that's really drawing you together like a magnet. Ooh, wedding bells are ringing. If your thoughts are going there about somebody, that's a good, and that's what you want. That's a good thought to have. All right. Or this could be somebody coming up that when you see them, you're like, boing. But remember, you this is going to be one of those things where your body is going to do the moving and your brain is going to go bye-bye. And so I think maybe Spirit's saying, don't let your mind check out completely, use some like logic and some rational thoughts before and don't just let your whole let gravity take over, right? Use a little bit of, yeah, but something good's coming. Nice. Nice. Okay. Honey's next. So how's Honey doing? Honey, did you get your car fixed? What's going on? I haven't heard from David. What's the currents with him? What's he going through that he hasn't noticed me yet? Will I really see him anytime soon? Let's see about David. Let's use the Dark Knight Oracle. Oh, good. You got a new battery. That's good. That's always helpful. It's nice when it's something simple like a battery. Okay. And like, I don't know about you, but being women, sometimes we forget these little things like, oh yeah, every few years we got to change our batteries. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see now. What about David? What about David? And I don't mean to be general, but we must. The majority of us I think, are in that boat. But there's definitely some very mechanically minded women out there. All right. Well, you got 3. Let's see. Okay. All right. So you got understanding. Differences. Oh, you got a black and white also. This one doesn't seem to be about choices, though. Maybe not. We'll see. And wishing. So this is about David. So let's see what they can tell us about David. Okay, Maya, you're up next. I'm doing honeys right now. See, honey. Okay, understanding. This is the symbol for deep and true comprehension. It's one thing to read something or hear something, but it is another thing to truly understand something. You're being asked to keep an open mind and heart and to allow yourself to absorb information as you receive it. Be open to the wisdom that can come only with time, patience, and perspective. Try to get outside of yourself and imagine what it is like to walk in someone else's shoes. To understand is to have power. All right. So I'm feeling that just because you're not seeing anything happening doesn't necessarily mean that there's nothing's going to happen. A lot has to do with timing and perspective here. Let's see about differences. So, choosing the symbol for differences asks you to accept that you will not always agree with everyone and they may not always agree with you. As your goddess, I have seen many things since the beginning of time. Know that the intricate differences between all beings are sacred and good. You must learn to accept that others are not the same as you. It's important to allow others to express their own opinions. Consider the difference between an orange and an apple. Both are fruit, but they are different kinds. Is one more valuable than the other? I think not. All creatures, all beings have a right to their uniqueness. Try to see and hear the other person's side if you can. This both are saying, like, look at his point of view. Like, what is, so I'm not sure what it is about what he's doing or how he is that you haven't seen his point of view. Like, where's he coming from? Why do you think he hasn't reached out or hasn't talked to you? What do you think could be holding him back? And try to put your, yes, honey, I'm going through the you get like three or four decks and I'm going to do tarot. But what do you think is happening here? Right? What do you think he's going through? So wishing. Choosing this symbol means you are at a wonderful juncture in your life where imagination and preparation can align with the web of power. My dear one, I hear your prayers, I know your heart, and I know what is good for your highest good. Dreams do come true. Make sure your dreams serve your highest purpose and does not take away from another. Be careful what you wish for. Remember, the coins tossed in a wishing well. For every wish, there is a price to be paid. Are you ready to spend the time and energy that your granted wish will require? Now is the time your wish will be fulfilled. So, if you want him in your life, you have to make sure this is the right time for it. Is there room for him in your life? Can you see dating him and doing stuff with him with and everything else that you're planning to do, right? All the with him and your career and or and your training or whatever else you're doing. Can you do all of that? Can you make room for him? You're wishing for him in your life or not? Like, decide for yourself, are you actually wishing for him? But look at this, it looks like you are wishing for him because you're getting the 10 of cups, which is the all encompassing contentment. Like, you're going to feel really, really happy in a love relationship. So it's all about timing and choices, it's whatever, like, what do you want to happen? Your wish will come true, but you have to send a clear message to the universe of what you want and make sure you have room for a relationship, room. And what if you're still dating what's his name, then you don't have room for David. So what do you got to do? Make space for him. You've also got the Knight of Pentacles. So things are moving at a slow progress, but they're moving, okay? Things are moving. What if he's watching you and he sees that you're still with this one? You're the Empress. You're the divine feminine. You're the one that completes the divine masculine. You have all the potential within you. Let's see. Anything else? Wow, I got the star too. Renewal. Lots of good cards here. Like, it happens like this. Like, universe always tries to make you look upward and like see the positive in situations. Just because something's moving slowly doesn't mean it's not moving. It might be working. Some work behind the scenes is happening here, you know. So let's see what else we can find out about David. You and David here. Any news, messages, something coming up? Wow, see? Divine timing. There's going to be a serendipitous event that brings you together. It's going to be sort of unexpected and suddenly coming out of nowhere. You do feel like opposites attracting. You feel like this is just like, whoa, okay, I didn't expect this to happen. You know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to give you some... Somebody asked me for this, for their private reading. They're like, can you use those the next time? I'm like, okay. So my little homemade... Oh, honey, you're the one that wanted me to use these. My homemade butterfly fairy deck. Let's see. Yeah, and somebody else besides you, but you too. Okay, let's see. Honey, what did you want? Let's see what comes out. You've got uh, jump. Doot, 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 doot. So this is like leap of faith. Like, you know, it's kind of like, and it could also be jumping for joy. Like, jumping up and down. Yeah, yeah, I won, or something like that. Or like he calls you and then he doesn't, you know, like when he, or something like that. Like you're telling a friend or something, or you just do this on your own and you're jumping it up and down in your house or something in your apartment. Let's see, anything else? Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see what all of these say. February. Summer. Summer's still here. And July. Summer and July. Okay, so July passed, but there's still chances this summer before it's over. The solstice, the equinox, whatever, yeah. Equinox is happening in September, I think. That's soon. And so you have a window between now and September for something possibly to come in, depending on how you manifest it. You know, how you prepare for it. Like, what do you need to clear out? What do you need to make room for? Otherwise, it possibly could happen next year. But hey, you know, that's not too far away. At least February is not that bad of a wait. It gives you a chance to really settle into a new work situation in the fall and the winter and feel really good about yourself and, you know, start to do better things to pamper yourself in your life and make you feel nice and connected to spirit and to your body and all of that. And then, bam, then they'll show up like at that point where you feel the best about yourself, you know? That's how it usually works. That's how it usually works. So all this like you know, these feelings of frustration and feeling stagnant, like you want change, like you want to do, these are all like you know, your body's way of encouraging you to make these changes, because these changes will attract all things positive, and including your love life. Yep. There you go. Oh, you're so good, my little butterflies. How did you know? I have a lot of cards. I don't know. I think they're like 70 little cards. This isn't. I used a little Altoids can. 10. Wow, 66. Good for you. It's exciting to see people use my cards. Like just the other, or this earlier today, people, I looked at tags. People tagged me in, and I don't know why I don't normally look at tags. And then today I started looking at tags. I'm like, wow, they tagged me because they're using my decks. I'm like, oh my God, that's so great. It's exciting. I'm still kind of like slow on these kinds of things, tags and hashtags, and I wish I was a little bit more hip to figure these things out. But I know how to do some stuff, but some of the other things, like I don't know, maybe if I did all these little side things better, I'd be playing with the big boys. I think though, whatever I'm doing something right because I have all of you as my sparkles. You can help me, yes. I'll call upon you, honey. I'm like, honey, what do I do? How do I do this? I need like back behind the scenes help. I don't know, some of this stuff I just don't want to take the time to do, you know? I want to be creative and draw pictures and do videos, but I don't want to like do all the other stuff that comes with it. You are? Well, I could use your help. Like, we need to form some kind of society or something. Alrighty. Guess who's next? Maya. Okay, good night, Claire. Sweet dreams. Thanks so much. I'm going to Vegas at the end of this month. Yay! Will I have a good time with Scott? How will he feel when he sees me? Woo! Thank you, honey. Sweet dreams. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see how Scott feels. Let's just see. Okay. First of all, we got date night. Feeling like I'd like to take you on a ride and show you a whole new world and spend special, memorable time with you. Super excited. He's ready to show you a whole new world. I mean, I don't know if either of you been to Vegas before, but he wants to like do everything that you possibly can do. Ooh, yeah. Romantic. Like both of the date nights came out. I have two like date. Oh, you met in Vegas. Awesome. So, and look at the kitties are even together and the owls are together. And so definitely nighttime activities. There's going to be lots of nighttime activities, multiple nighttime activities. And so like a romantic surprise, turn your face away from the welcome to CherryEnchantress. uh, turn your face away from the garish light of day. Enjoy the music of the night. He lives there. Okay, so definitely he feels like he can show you his world, right? And he's got some surprises for you. Okay. Ooh, he's also feeling confident, feeling good in my skin and good about us as a couple. Wow, he's also seeing you as so beautiful, attractive too. So when he sees you, oh my God, when he sees you, he's gonna be like, she is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, Maya. Look what you got. Without a doubt, you're the one for me, my other half. Will you marry me? So what? He might take you to one of those elvish chapels and maybe you'll get married in Vegas. Ah! Oh my gosh. That would be crazy. How sweet. He can't resist. You put flowers in your hair, you'll hold a bouquet. Aww. That's right. The plans are exposed. That was his surprise. All right. Let's see what else. Why did I give it away? All right. Let's get some dark messages. What's a good or message for Maya? So just saying, if it doesn't happen, just know there's gonna be a moment where he sees you and he just wants to drop on his knee and propose right then and there, or whisk you off your feet to one of those chapels. But just saying, it is there. That potential and that desire is definitely there. Just don't, jump the gun and just pretend like you don't know nothing and just be smiling and be very loving and be yourself. Okay, let me see. Okay. I'm not going to read this one. This is weird, but this one is good. Stevie Ray, okay? So, Stevie Ray, loyalty, master number 33. This definitely feels like wedding vows to me. You have chosen the symbol of loyalty, and this means you're being called to stand up for who and what you believe in. Do you know the story of the beautiful red vampire who saw the good in another and remained steadfast in her love against all odds? Loyalty is tested at times, and you may be asked to assess whether others deserve your loyalty. Sometimes you find yourself in a position where it's difficult to speak up for another person, a cause, or even for yourself. Now is the time to be faithful to your best qualities and to leave the rest behind. This is a true test of character. I know you will choose rightly. Stand up for what you believe and be loyal only to what is true and good. So this is kind of like he's seeing you as loyal and steadfast and true. And you're going out as a friend. Ah, okay. I see. All right. Well, let's see how he sees you then with the El Key. Okay, let's see. How does he see you? Right? It does definitely seem like that. Let's see how he sees you. What's this one? Wait for the flipper. Okay, there we go. Ooh, Pearl. She who rises up, empower, uplift, elevate. Elevate, huh? He likes that energy that you have, that you lift people up. You make people feel good around them. You are a pearl of a person. So, Pearl, this is empower, uplift, and elevate. Like the iridescent gems she weaves into her hair, Pearl, she who rises up has been shaped by her experiences and has evolved into a being of great strength and beauty. She is who she is because of all her trials and challenges. She wears a badge of honor tattooed on her back. The mythical bird of fire, the phoenix, circles her back and arms to remind her that rising from the ashes is something she knows how to do. Her focus is determined. You can see her clear, steady gaze looking at you. She has risen up and is now a beacon ready to help others. The message of this card is that you have all the power you need to raise yourself up to the next level. Some of that strength may come from others who want to help you. Look to those around you. Find the tribe members who want to lift you up rather than press you down. This card represents the clear eyed friend who only wants the best for you. Elevate your own soul by remembering that empowerment comes from within, but a little boost from a friend never hurts. Fierce and wild, remember the phoenix when you see this sea pearl. Rise up and greet any challenges presented to you. You are an elevated soul ready to supercharge your life. This card reminds you to lift your head with pride so you can see the way to your amazing future. That's really nice. Like, either way, like, he'll uplift you or you'll uplift him. And thank you, Wolfie. I haven't said thank you. Have I said thank you recently? I haven't said thank you lately. Yeah, so no matter what happens, you're going to have an elevated feeling that night. It's going to feel positive. You're going to lift each other up. And in a side note, it also makes me think of the terminology I use. Um, like let's say, like in the Romance Angels, you know, the engagement card. It says, "Ooh, 11 days." It says, it says an engagement or leveling up of the relationship. And I also have a card similar to that. This kind of leveling up. So, you know, marriage is definitely a leveling up. I'm not sure, like, you know, exactly what's going on in this situation, but there is a leveling up. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Okay, yeah, the sun. Yes. It's funny because you might not see the sun very much. You're going to be very party people at night. But the sun definitely means like, whoo, a good time. You have. Oh, wow. Ooh, and then you got the King of Wands. So he's very passionate, very excited about a good time out there. I think everything's gonna go well. Let's see one more card. Oh, and the Emperor is here. Definitely. And you got the moon. Like, it's interesting that I chose the vampire cards because you're definitely going to feel vampire mode. You're going to be out at nights and not even want to go wake up in the morning, but you'll have breakfast and things like that. I know it's exciting, and that emperor just represents the divine masculine and feeling very like balanced and feeling good with you have the Six of Pentacles. You might meet somebody famous out there or feel like beloved or recognized. Ooh, the wheel. The wheel. Okay, gambling. I think you're going to win some money. So you're going to know just the right time to stop spinning. You're going to win on some kind of wheel. A wheel type thing. One of those big, yeah, something red and something with a wheel. But you have to be careful not to get too like too addicted to this particular game, because there's going to be a point where you're going to win big and you just need to stop. That's what I feel for that. Yeah, be be sure to stop when you feel it's time to stop. Go with your gut instincts on that. Yeah, walk away from the table when you know when you feel like it's time to walk away from it. You better walk away from it because you can get too addicted to these things. Okay. Other than that, I think the night's gonna go good. Then it's the time's gonna go great, and you can actually win some money, but you have to make sure to walk away when you're supposed to. Okay, you gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. All right, just take it from the gambler. You just gotta know when to walk away. Okay. And next we have Tosmy. So he likes you a lot, for sure he does. He is looking at you like you are attractive. Oh, Tosny. So the last reading I got, I believe I missed the window of opportunity because that weekend did not happen. Aw. When are D and I going to get together this month? Let's see. When are you and DR? When are you and DR gonna see each other? Get together. Let's get together and feel alright. When are you guys gonna get together? Let's see. Okay. A little house. This also represents a candlelit dinner, a little getaway, and 4 days, 4 weeks. 4 days, 4 weeks. It might not be in the month of August unless it is within the next 4 days. Okay, let's keep looking. All right, a message coming in on the 27th. Oh, there he is. He's going to message you. So it is possible something could happen on the 27th, or he will be messaging you this month in like 4 days, or before the end of the month. Or you could get together before the end of the month. So he'll message you in 4 days, and you'll get together on the 27th, possibly. Anything else I need to know? I don't think I need to know anything else from this deck. So that's kind of the general vibe here. Let's see what the oracle message is here. I like your little lights. Feels like we're at a show. I know they're like shooting stars, but they look like the reverse, like lights, like like spotlights shining up, like the bat signal. I don't know. I I look at things funny sometimes. Ooh, the fledgling. She's so pretty, I think. Fledgling. Mm, okay, so the fledgling is about you need to stay in faith, because if you lose faith, then but also we got one, so I feel like as far as timing is concerned, it could be a week, very soon, but you have to stay in faith. Dear one, when you receive the symbol of the fledgling, know that you are blessed with a time of learning new things. This is a time for you to remember that you cannot know things until you experience them. Being in this evolving state means you may stumble a bit. Don't expect yourself to be perfect. Now is the time for being gentle with yourself as you step into your destiny to become the beautiful person you're meant to be. When the fledgling appears to you, it's a sign of new growth and wonderful new opportunities. Step forward with curiosity and a willingness to learn and discover. I also feel like don't feel bad about the window of opportunity closing, because this whole month in a general sense is a good month for new beginnings. Stay in faith and know that your desires can still happen. I mean, he's come out in your reading and the message has come out, and a private getaway for two has come out. So I think that's all good sign there. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Hmm. Ooh, you got the King of Pentacles. So yeah, he's right there. Like this is the person that wants to commit. They're right there. There he is. I don't know if DR is an earth sign, but that represents earth, but also mostly it represents stability and commitment. You have the Knight of Cups, which means you're going to feel Virgo moon. See, there you go, Virgo moon. And the Knight of Cups is Cancer. So he has this Cancer drive, like this. The movement is going to be like Cancer. So Cancer is interesting. The crab Cancer is a cardinal sign, and the crab moves forward, but when they move forward, they move side to side. So it's going to appear sometimes like they're not moving at all because they move side to side, but they're moving up forward. So it's kind of like a visual that spirit wants to give you about timing. How timing doesn't always look linear. There's a lot going on the sides and different planes all at once, you know. So just have faith, because there is movement on the way. And yeah, so we've got the timing, the next portal, or the opportunities are coming up. Like definitely this month still has a lot of promise to it. 4 days to a week. The 27th, something major going to happen, or at least a communication. All right. Not moving towards you, but he is. But he doesn't appear to be, but he is. So, let me see if I can get a couple of others. Okay. Yeah, see, it's the Four of Swords conundrum you have here. Normally, Four of Swords, of course, is like meditating and stuff, but this one kind of seems to be being very overwhelmed by time, which doesn't exist. And that's another thing that the book The Power of Now can help you kind of wrap your head around. It's like that now is the only time that really exists. The past is a memory and the future is a daydream, right? It's just an imagination, but it's not there yet. We haven't made it there. So don't worry about either the past or the future. Just think of the now and imagine exactly what it is you want right now in your world. What does your world right now look like? Let's see. Let's get a little lovey-dovey. Let's get lovey-dovey. Oh yeah, and you wanted maybe we can do butterflies for timing. All right, but there is some kind of responsibility that he's dealing with right now. So be aware. There's, people have free will and they make other choices that, like the romance, your romance was interrupted by other duties that came first. Could be lots of things, financial situation wasn't as cleared up as you had hoped, things like that, so just be cool with it. It'll happen when it's meant to happen. Let's see what we got. You're still going to have a summer situation, and you got jumps, so you're still going to be, it's going to be something that's exciting. Yeah, detaching is good. He did from outcomes and expectations. That's good. He does have a lot of times of responsibilities in his life. Yeah, it's always also good to walk in their shoes a little bit, see from their point of view, and that will help put perspective. Look, you got the joy butterfly stuck onto carefree. Carefree, yeah, carefree. Like my handwriting, my font that I use is so joy and carefree. It's good. See, you're still gonna have good chances coming up for you. Joy and carefree. Anything else? The last time I used these was like 2 years ago. You got Earth come out, see? The Earth sign is moon and air. And magic. All right. Well, that's good enough for me, I think. What do you think? Does that look good? I think we hit the timing pretty well. I think you're doing good. The best thing to do is exactly what you said. Is let go of expectations and, just feel him in your heart right now. Just put a blanket of love around that feeling, that energy, and just know everything's going to be fine. All in good time. All in good time, my dearie. Okay. You're welcome, honey. Virginia, charms. Finally, charms. Charms in 2 decks. Positive things coming during the next 90 days between Joe and I. Alrighty. Virginia. Let's see. Okay. Let's get some charms. So, oh, a bunch of asking whys. You got to go deep in like whenever you're feeling some kind of weird way, just ask yourself why, and then ask why this and why we keep like let's say for example, um, you saw something that made you think, oh man, maybe he doesn't like me, and ask yourself why do you think that way? Do you trust this whatever you saw? Why do you trust that over maybe your intuition? Why? And then you ask yourself, okay, well, okay, I do trust my intuition more. Why? Because my intuition is my higher self, and my higher self wants the best for me. Why? Because you're on this path of ascension. And so, like, your whys can always lead you to the next best question and answer, and it adds a piece, to the situation that may have otherwise spiraled into a negative, right? Okay? So try that, asking yourself why a lot. And why do you have, like, be grateful for what you already have. You are the single fairy who is going to get attached soon. You're going to find your mate. So this is an earring that Mystic Mountain Dance gave me, and it was an earring that lost its match, but I call it the fairy that's going to get her match. You also have the Saint Anthony, the patron saint of lost things. So there's something lost and found here. And also Saint Anthony is the Valentine's Day of Italy. And then we have the fishy is all about soulmates and recognition and connectivity. Ooh, maybe something happening special on the 21st. That's my channel anniversary. Woohoo! And it could also represent 2021. And then you have the tour of the world, Van Halen. This is like, this can be symbolic of so many things. Some of it makes me think of, especially when it came out in 2020, it made me feel like, the pandemic was really affecting all of us and all our lives. But I feel like we're like rising above it. No matter what happens, we have these great wings, this big wingspan to rise above the occasion, to explore the world and to do great things, even if society in a general sense may seem dystopian, it doesn't have to be our world. We can create our world the way we want to. Then we've got Asia. Only time will tell, or it could be somebody that lives in Asia, but Asia has really good songs too you might like to listen to. And Genesis. These great bands. Genesis has a lot of good songs too, but when Genesis comes out, I hear, like, in my head, I hear new beginnings, because Genesis was the first book of the Bible, Genesis. Then we have the candlestick, which represents date nights, and the birdie was communication. Then who represents stubbornness and kind of being set in ways. But then we have pizza, so possibly somebody inviting you for a pizza night out. And let's not overlook the commitment, the engagement ring. So maybe you're getting engaged or leveling up your relationship somehow, or somebody's deciding to get committed to you. You have the little glasses. Somebody could be needing glasses, or this is just talking about like taking a closer look at things, or maybe instead of you being so farsighted about stuff, maybe move in a little closer and see more detail in things. You know, sometimes we need to step back and sometimes we need to look a little bit closer. You got dream and play and the cock, the rooster. The rooster is can be Chinese zodiac sign of the rooster, or represent wake up call, or doing something early in the morning, getting up early, bright and early. It's also very masculine, has this masculine attitude, like a surety. Also, with the noise the rooster makes me think of some kind of alert or alarm. Not alarm, but mostly alert, like as if Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, was trying to alert you to something new coming through. You know, using the rooster to wake you up, like an awakening. Then we have the hand. This could represent lots of things too, like namaste, like giving and receiving. It could be about palmistry, but it has a sort of giving feeling, you know, like something shared, lending a hand. All right, let's see. Let's get a couple of decks. Alrighty. Let's see what's coming up for you and Joe. What's coming up for you and Joe? Ooh, you have a psychic connection. Your communication goes beyond mere words. Very nice. So, you know, feel comfortable in that, you know, tap into that and know that you're not imagining things. That's for real. That's actually happening. That connection you have. All right, and what's this one? Ooh, that he's your soulmate. You have found your romantic counterpart. Let's do one more. So, you know, whatever he is, he's at least a soulmate who you have a psychic connection with. And that could mean that he's a twin flame, or maybe not, but it doesn't matter. It's a good connection. It's a beautiful energy here. So he's going to reach out, expect a call or text from your person. Definitely a lot of desire here between the two. Flames of passion ignite. Don't tease too much, you know, because then you, one or the other of you, will be left with a feeling of uncertainty. And there are responsibilities here, and there's some things that are hidden. And not that there's feelings hidden, but there's some things that have to stay quiet for now until the time is right. And that's why maybe relying on the psychic connection is good. But don't worry, there will be a reaching out, and there could be a physical union, you know? All right, let's get another deck and see what else we get. Um, let's see. Let's see what the Lenormand has to say. You got mountains, so that could be like responsibilities. But ooh, look, 8/21. Something definitely this month and this year is happening. There is definite strong energy. That portal of opportunity has not closed yet completely. And this could also be August 21st, my channel anniversary. Something could be happening. See, 21. And The snake, don't be scared of the snake. Sometimes it represents people in the way and stuff, but also can represent sexuality, sexy things, and forbidden fruits and going there, to your libido. And it could also represent the kundalini too. And so this month could definitely be a heightening of your sexual desire for each other. Yet I like to take everything into context with each other. So if the snake comes out when you have burning desire here, I definitely could symbolize sexuality as in this context. And 7, as far as timing goes, can represent July. So we've already passed July. And interesting though, the snake is making a shape of an 8 there. So yeah, I think that's a good sign. It's the forbidden fruit. It doesn't have to be forbidden, but there could be a sense of that in this, in the libido, in the sexuality. Sounds nice. So yeah, anything else? Would you like some chart? I'm gonna sprinkle some letters to see. Just a few. All right, I'm not gonna go all into very deep. Not going to go very deep. I'm flipping things back over. Oh, look, you got text. Or text. Maybe a Texan. Well, there's not another A, but it's almost Texas. Or texts. If we had another T. S and all my exes live in Texas. We definitely need more vowels. Oh, we have sex. And sext. Okay. Okay. So if you can't be with the one, be with them, then you can at least tell them what you want to do to them. Oh gosh. Sounds fun. Okay. I see fun here even though there's no use. All right. Also have 10, so that could be a important date. I love it too. I'll keep it. Alrighty. There's Vex. Is there Vex? Vex. It's vexing. Yeah, I felt definitely strong libido energy. And then you got it in the letters too, so that just validates it for me. And I've been watching people, and they, tarot readers, whenever the devil comes, they always say, "Oh, the devil!" Ah, I'm like, can't the devil just mean you're horny, or does it have to be something very bad all the time? I don't like to. I mean, unless the picture is very scary. If it's just a little devilish looking guy, and then I'm just like, nah, it's not nothing big. It's just kind of like a temptation. I mean, it can be addiction sometimes, but a lot of times it's funny how tarot, when we do tarot readings, if we do for what's happening today or in the week, I mean, it could be we could end up like dreams we have. Dreams can represent just stubbing your toe or something silly, little, It doesn't always have to be some big, massive thing. If we're just reading for today, why does it need to be big and massive? It could be something simple, Something small and simple. You're welcome. And I mean, it's the moment that there is a tarot reader journey into the night, the moment, and she was doing twin flame readings. She hasn't done anything in a while. I guess she just got kind of like busy with life. But every time that the devil card came out for her, she would laugh and clap her hands. And she's like, oh, great. I loved her because she was so, and she had this beautiful Romanian accent. I don't know, like, she like sound like a real, authentic, older, old time version tarot reader, even though she was not that old. She was youngish. But yeah, she always got excited about the devil and said that this meant definitely that this is a twin flame connection coming into union. So I was like, I like her. I'm going to listen to this lady. Okay. Next we have guacamoles. I I think I might see if I don't know if Belle is still hanging in there, but Belle, if you email me, I could give you a much better reading tomorrow. I'll put you on the top of the list. In fact, Wolfie, you're on my list for tomorrow. So I'll put you underneath Belle. And then I've got a bunch of other people. I'm getting sleepy, yo. Can I get a timing of when my high school crush Virgo will contact me and any other love messages from my higher self spirit? Virgos. I was like, I thought I was reading employees, your higher self employees. Yes. Okay. High school crush. When is your high school crush going to contact you? Let's see. Let's turn off this light again and get more romantic. So when is your high school crush going to contact you? Woo! Ooh, in 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 weeks. Let's get jiggy with it. Or February, but no, 2 days, 2 weeks. 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. Ooh, the 30th. Or winter. 30th. The third, by the end of the month, should be contacting you. Ooh, he's got a present for you. Look at all these flowers. Oh my God, look at all these flowers. The clover, the lilies, and the roses. He definitely wants to give you gifts. And this makes me think of a garden. Are you gardening? Are you surrounded by flowers? The 9 means September. So by the end of the month or beginning of September. This could mean 2 months. This month, September. Between now and September. Let's see if we can get a date. Oh, you got the love. You got love. So August 24th or 30th or September 24th or 30th. I mean, there is a letter here. So I feel like you're going to get some kind of gift and some kind of card coming up soon. Some kind of communication. And ooh, there's some love coming between you, like this connection of ultimate connection here. The 24th. So if not now, ooh, if not by the end of the month, definitely in September. And 24 is my favorite number. That's my number. Okay. Let's see what else. Let's see. More timing. Oh, you want some butterflies? Nah. Butterflies. Oh, you said you wanted a message. Okay, from your higher self. Let's see. Let's see what you got. Ooh, you have the High Priestess of Spirit. How nice. You get the Grove also, which is a nice place. But I'm going to go with the High Priestess of Spirit and the Belonging. And that one's 7. So a week for the 27th. I am Nyx, goddess of night, and you have chosen this symbol to help guide you on this journey to find an answer to your question. Consider that there is an invisible spirit within all living things. Now that all things, events, and experiences are woven together like a magical web that can be seen only with the darkest night and not by human eyes. My child, everything that you need to know is part of the divine scheme of things. A meaningful coincidence, a blessed friendship, a lover, a significant experience are all orchestrated by me to help you become the powerful being you were meant to become. No matter what is in front of you, something important is brewing. You will know the answer to the what soon enough, but I keep secret of the why. You may step forward knowing that some things are meant to remain a mystery. Well, thanks a lot. All right, and then belonging. Almost was 42, which would have been the mirror of 24. Belonging is talking about like a little getaway, maybe. My dear one, I know you've been searching your whole life for a sense of belonging, a feeling of home and acceptance. Come and enter the house of the night, for when you choose this symbol, you have joined us in this community of beauty, friendship, and secrets only shared and known among my chosen ones. You were chosen to belong. This symbol also tells you that you are in the right place now. You are home. Be at home inside yourself. Learn to be comfortable in your own skin. When you choose the symbol, know that I, Nyx, goddess of night, have chosen you. Wow, you're special. You're chosen. You're chosen, Quacky. So I think, what else shall we go with? What else shall we go with? Let's see. Let's do a little lovey-dovey. What is coming up? What was the question? Oh, yeah. From your higher self. Okay, let's see. Ooh, wow, good ones. Dreams come true. Have faith. Your rainbow will come smiling through. And you guys are the perfect match. You complete each other in the most harmonious way. You know what I like about the readings tonight? This feels like an after portal after portal messages. Like you girls mostly, but you guys and girls, my soul, my sparkles of light, you guys are really manifesting the things that you want in your world, and they're really about to come true. You did a good job. You did what you needed to do during that Lionsgate, and everything is about to come into form. Let's see. Oh, ow. I've been sitting too long. I can't sit longer than 2 hours, y'all. That hurts. It's almost 3 hours now. I'm gonna do Lover's Oracle. Okay, but I'm like blessed, grateful and blessed. Thank you so much. You guys are so amazing and I love you. All right. Oh, sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. And what's this one? Look deep. Here's a message from him. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Wow. Let's see. Anything else from universe or from your Virgo? Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. So, that friendship quality that exists between you is very good and very important. Don't dismiss it, and it'll keep him feeling confident and safe to move towards you. All right. I remember what was your, how much did you put in? How many cards do I need to get you? Because I'm about to pooped out, yo. I am pooped out. Maybe I'll do one more message. Okay. I'll do a twin flame message. One more message. Okay, not that one. Let's go with the romantic messages. The red ones. Oh, maybe the timing ones too. Let's do the timing one first, since that's your main question. Okay. Except these timing answers are very, oh, when everything is aligned or something. All right, let's see. Timing for you guys. When the Earth aligns with Venus and Jupiter and Mars, there are subconscious fears affecting our ability to attract love and abundance. The universe is helping us make them conscious so we can easily attract what we want, including each other. So there could be some things that you're just not even aware of that's pushing this away from happening now. And I feel like these next few days, you're going to start to be more aware of what are these things. You can identify them, and then you can make this space that you need to manifest. And that's all it takes. I mean, you're about to manifest this. All right, and your romantic messages. Oh, see, this is a sexy energy here. I feel this sexual energy between us, yet it's beyond physical attraction. It needs to be elevated to an expression of deep, unconditional love. So it's both love and sex. Like it's an amazing attraction, but it's more than just the physical attraction. It is this desire to have the highest form of love of all. Okay? Ah, the angels are singing now. The fairies are flapping their wings. It sounds like a perfect ending to what was started off as a dark night. Oh, see, you know what my mission on earth is? To transmute the darkness into light. And that is what I do. And sorry if I'm light most of the time, but that is my duty. That's my mission. And if you're dark and you need any help, I will help you transmute your darkness into light. Just call on me. Okay, you guys. All it takes is faith, trust, and pixie dust. We can do it. You got this. Think of a wonderful thing. It's the same as having wings. Think of Christmas, think of snow. It's your thoughts. Remember, it's your thoughts. Go back to your thoughts. Be a witness to your thoughts. What are your thoughts saying? Fix them when you can. And then keep going. And just keep doing it. Take those, do things that make you feel like you and feel good. Have a great night, everybody. I love you. Thank you so, so much, Wolfie. Many kisses to you, to your sweet little Wolfie face. Thank you so much. And everybody have lovely dreams and nothing that has to do with Friday the 13th, only happy dreams. May you meet your perfect mate in your dreams and dream of your happy futures together, if that's what you wish. Alrighty. I'll see y'all next time. So be on the lookout. I'm going to start talking about the next prize I'm giving away on Tuesday. That will be that. Here, let me go get it. So Tuesday is the Rider-Waite Sparkly Deck Prize with this little, not real sure what the stone is. It could be an amethyst, but it's kind of dark for an amethyst. Oh yeah, it's an amethyst. It's also an amethyst. Anyway, so this going to a lucky person on Tuesday night. Another raffle coming up. I may add, and yeah, I might have two prizes on Tuesday because we're getting real close to my birthday, and yeah, another prize coming up. Maybe two prizes on Tuesday. Maybe three prizes. We'll see. All right. Well, I'll see you guys later. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.